On the first semifinals between Root Minigun and Root QXE. Ignore the inflow. As I was saying the other night, ignore the man behind the curtain. He's actually Root Minigun. But he's already used his free name change to put inflow in front of his name, and the paid name change is not out yet. So it is Root Minigun, not Inflow Minigun. We're going to be starting on Zelnaga Caverns just like the other nights. And we'll see what their spawning positions here are in just a moment. For TVP, that doesn't really matter. In Zerg versus Zerg, there's actually a slight issue with this map, where depending on which base you can get, there's a very, very slight positional imbalance, but it doesn't really come into play in this matchup. So we do see that QXE is going to be the purple Terran in the bottom left-hand corner, representing Root, and the top right is going to be Minigun as the teal Protoss in the top right. I think I said top right already, but he's going to be representing Root as well. And we got Terran versus Protoss, traditionally QXC's weakest matchup, and all the other players left are Protoss. So we'll get a good chance to see how much QXC's improved on his TVP recently.
Totally, and as Railcoon mentioned, we have moved into the semi-finals here of the Root Challenge, so there are basically just 4 remaining players, of course, in this round of 16. Also, as you mentioned, the last Terran player, QXC, and then we were just waiting on TT1, but hopefully he will recover and be online very shortly so that we can finish off that side. As he mentioned also as well, this is the best of 3. We are brought to you here, obviously, by Justin TV. They are sponsoring the Root North American Invitational Challenge. Justin TV is an awesome sponsor. I want to shout out to those guys really early on and a couple times throughout tonight because they put up the complete prize pool for this tournament, as well as just helped organize it, getting everything set up, getting this channel ready, getting everything going. So if you guys are checking out streaming or doing any streaming in the future, please check out Justin TV, as they are actually really receptive to the StarCraft 2 community and really enjoyed working with them. This is, of course, Iced from L2SC. I'll be here all night, and I'm joined by the mighty Railcoon from IC Cup TV. So really good matches coming up, and we're looking forward to the finals, actually, here. I'm really kind of on the edge of my seat to see who does qualify through, if it's going to be all Team Root, or if one of the challengers, the last remaining challenger, TT1, can grab it.
And Minigun taking QXC's gas in his main. It's a little bit early. So not entirely sure if that's going to really come into play or not, because we're not sure what QXC is going for build-wise, but it potentially might be limiting him a bit. It is a decent investment of 75 minerals, but you know, if QXC was planning on going for any sort of aggressive tech builds, it'll slow him down a bit, and then while he's distracted and doesn't have his eyes on his ramp, the probe snuck back into the base, so he might potentially be able to get some more scouting or be able to drop a pylon in there later on. You can see that QXC did drop a factory, so this assimilator is getting in the way and it is slowing him down, so good job here by Minigun. And I like the fact, oh, he showed his probe way early. Oh, he got scouted by an SCV, good job by QXC. I liked the fact that he left with the probe and then snuck back in while he's distracted by the assimilator, but QXC, too smart to fall for that. He does check it out. And I just wanted to mention that Justin TV actually made changes to their streaming setup recently. Previously, European viewers, there was a limit to the number of them that could tune into a particular channel. And for all the gaming channels, they removed that restriction. So Europeans can tune into Justin TV and watch these shows to their heart's content, which is a really awesome change by them. So, shoutouts.
Yeah, special thanks to Justin TV for that, as QXC is throwing down a tech lab on his factory, with the starport being built right there as well. I'm guessing we are going to see some Banshee tech, unless there's something, unless he's going to try to get onto tanks or anything, but nope, it's going to fly away right away. So yeah, we are going to see that tech lab get up there, most likely get onto Banshees, and then we saw a similar play actually a little bit throughout yesterday, getting a Raven up after that to kind of neutralize the Stalkers with a point defense drone, and just make sure you have sight start sniping off any observers. This Minigun has switched onto a 4-gate. His warp gates finishes and he starts warping in right away at the gold, so he's going to be right in QXC's face very early on. QXC's defense with this kind of 1-1-1 build is very limited, just obviously the bunker and the Marines. Minigun will most likely just try to siege this bunker here as best he can. There are no SCVs from QXC. 2 being transferred right now. 3, no. I don't think it's going to be enough to save the bunker. No, the bunker does fall, so the Marines are exposed as Minigun just going to keep pushing up here. Snipes a few of the Marines, is going to pull back here, just snipe what he can. When this pylon finishes on the low ground, he is going to have a great warping point, as you can see there. Zealots being warped in the high ground directly. The Banshee does finish. Cloak is nowhere near ready, so it will be challenged by these Stalkers. And Mini's got a really, really sweet pressure as that Banshee does fall, and he is going to take out the Tech Lab there, preventing any Cloak.
Yeah, and this is a really good job by Minigun, because he delayed the build by QXC by stealing his gas. And then that probe did scout out the fact that it was a factory, so he saw that this was coming, and knew that if QXC tried to tech too aggressively, then he'd probably just be able to break it with a 4-gate. So I don't know if 4-gate was his plan the entire way through, but it was definitely a good decision after stealing his gas and seeing that he was teching, just to go for it. And he's able to take a really quick win here in Game 1. QXC will get a map choice, but